Hey guys, it's Obedience with Jazz. Let's talk about it. Not every song that you hear that mention Jesus or God is a gospel song. For instance, there is this artist I found on YouTube, very talented, has a great song out, and he talks about repentance and how he's been sending and trying to move in the will of God. And he also goes on to say that we identify his song as a gospel song. There's not a Christianity doesn't own gospel genre, and that him himself, he believes in all sorts of God with the lowercase g, of course. He believes in Buddha, he believes in and all sorts of God, to say the least. And he also believed in Jesus. So when you bring that kind of music into your spirit, into your home, and you go into God's kingdom, you don't know what God that person was talking about. You don't know what God that person was singing to. Be very mindful, and also test the spirit. By the fruit you will know them. I stay with that verse in my head because it is so true. And furthermore, when you take a circular music or a circular beat and then you just go ahead and dilute it with a couple Christian words and you call out Jesus, personally, I still believe that you are that spirit that is in that world, you're bringing it in there, and there's not a real worship into it just because you're calling on Jesus. Because instruments, beat, that is the base of the song, not necessarily the word. Is what move you is the beats, it's the sound. So when you take a worldly music and then you bring it in and you like, oh, this is a worship song, this is the new age worship song, I think is diabolic, to say the least. And I think as we walk with God, we need to keep God purified. God is not a fashion trend, okay? God is not a new trend, a new style that we need to modify and hyped up. God is God, and having that reverence for him and praising him in the way that he should be praised, and listening to song that's truly worship song, really open the mind, really open the soul. There is an importance in worshiping him. It's in the Bible. There is an importance in prayer and worship. You cannot dilute that. And by you listening to these circular music that has no true importance